Richard Nixon was at the heart of the modern conservative creation of a so-called patriotic education. Let me read to you a few quotes from his second inaugural address. Pointing toward the upcoming celebration for the bicentennial, he says, and I quote, "Our children have been taught to be ashamed of our country, and that historians seem determined to find everything wrong with America and little that is right. He therefore called for Americans to celebrate American greatness, forfeit these divisive narratives, and fixate on the Union." And what's often left unsaid is what is supposed to be uniting people together, which was conservative principles, and ignoring the oppression of the past. He went further than this. He tried to censor academic work. He definitely tried to censor newspapers and their coverage of the past. A number of notable historians were listed on his notorious enemies list of people that the government was going to go after in a variety of ways. He resigns, of course, in 1974 at the end of the Watergate investigations, 2 years before the bicentennial was going to take place. And he left a very divided nation. In many ways, the fault lines that still divide America today, including over patriotic education. And reflective of this divided nation, America ends up having two major bicentennial commissions, the groups that are going to help arrange how America is going to celebrate its bicentennial in 1976, each one claiming that they were celebrating the true meaning of American foundings, but the only thing upon which they can agree was disagreement. And again, if you want more on that, I strongly recommend The Memory of 76. The national mood, instead of focusing on celebration, naturally was focusing on hypocrisy, what Jimmy Carter ends up calling the national malaise a few years later. By the way, in 1976, the year that was supposed to be the great celebration of America's founding, instead reflected this downturn feeling and temperature. The National Book Award that year was given to David Bryan Davis for his book, The Problem of Slavery in the Age of Revolutions. You can see the cover here. America, you might say, was primed for a story that focused on how flawed leaders fell far short of their distinguished positions. I wonder why.